Put it there last time versus Vegas. Just a little bit of pressure isn't a bad thing going into a major where you're in a must-win scenario, and that's where we're at. There's a lot of teams right around 2-2, 1-2 right now. So, yeah, qualifier heating up.
Yeah, no, I just want want some storylines. Heading into Major 4 in the end of the year, things get a little more interesting with that Rocker win and Optic loss. We'll have more to chat about, I'm sure, as we get deeper into this weekend. Some huge matches coming Sunday, but focus to these two teams, how the map or 5-map layout played out. What do you think?
I don't know how you win a respawn here. I mean, right card, you're undefeated on the year. On the year, if you're LA Thieves on Hardpoint. Rewind Hardpoint, you're very solid outside of your phase matchups. Vault Control, you're 15-2 on the year. I don't know if there is a respawn opening here for Boston.
Well, what, the Hacienda search will be their pick, so yeah, hope you answer back in the map 2 where you come out and shock them and somehow steal this map 1. We'll see if Breach will be capable of that, but as you said, Thieves, they've been the final boss when you talk about red card, Hardpoint, and they look to get into business here early on. Right over to Scrap. Starts out 3-0. Hydra thought having a kill there, doesn't end up finishing it, but now these fun no aim assist battles here over the hedges. Finally, Envoy gonna end up dropping.
Yeah, I was talking to Amos. I mean, the one player he loves, well, loves this matchup is Snoopy versus LA Thieves. So, I mean, you know, he's a guy that can step up, play with the best of the best, have these big-time moments. We've seen it on land. We've seen it in the respawns. We'll see if he can do it here again today. I mean, this is a team in LA Thieves throughout the year. Sometimes just come out slow in series, get upset. So, maybe there's a chance for Breach.
Yeah, I think Breach, even though they haven't really made like a crazy run at a tournament, they still are like this just
consistent
big dark horse to me. I more think like consistent, sure, in some ways, but they can get hot and beat the top team. Like whereas like I don't think some of the other bottom tier teams can really do it. Like they've showed they can.
Yeah, and a lot of the bottom tier teams kind of like rely on like an S&D, a 2-3-5. Like they've shown even from day one they can beat the best in
a respawn.
Yeah, Hardpoint or Control was looking better last stage. Now we're back to being winless there again. So
no, you're right. You should just clarify Hardpoint because there was a month of good control. Well, you got just a few seconds left here. Scrap is stabbing people as Cammy drops on rotation. You've got Thieves set up. Scrap will be top window, looking to get damage in and looking to secure position by the next Hardpoint. Applying pressure to Old is still Envoy. Envoy's just getting multiple kills with the pistol and then a third. I have no idea he got 3. Spawning back parking, then you'll get 3 players that will pop for Breach. Basically everyone that Envoy put into the blender.
Yeah, I mean, now they just have to find Snoopy. Envoy's gonna spawn up, look for him right away. Some shots in the back to Hydra, but he's in a recenter onto the forehead of Awakening. And I think why so many people, why we don't see red card much from LA Thieves, why they're undefeated, I don't know, they make it seem like a very cool, calm, and collected Hardpoint when, as we know, it's just not. It hasn't been. The only reason this is what it is because Cammy somehow spawned stage on them.
No, I think this is the ultimate map. It is a very fun one to cast and watch when it's like good teams.
When it's two bad teams.
When it's 2 bad teams, I want to vomit. It's just, dude, and yeah, Thieves, or sometimes one good team. Like one good team makes it look great. And that, yeah, Thieves definitely make it seem just a little bit slower, a little bit more controlled.
That's like Major 1. I remember like casting them versus phase. They were just frying phase.
Yeah. Well, they're frying Breach right now. Awakening wins his 1 though, but in the Hardpoint, still Thieves soaking time. Scrap just a little stage goblin, relying on his teammates to pick up the kills, and then can you be the hero? If they can break through and apply pressure, this is where he might need to be the hero. If they pick up Envoy, he's gonna be the last one. Scrap getting tagged, but still alive. Gonna need to win a one-on-one. He's able to do that. Can he get a second? He gets help from Ghosty. He did his job. Continue to soak the time. You just need to win a one-on-one sometimes from that position.
He's having a great time down there. He's finding more kills. He's getting more kills. Envoy, by the way, he was able to earn a Hellstorm, so they have that to work with. And this is just kind of what I mean. I mean, somehow you blink and they're up 100+ points.
Scrap might be close too. He's only on 4 in a row.
Oh,
but no, he got it. So he was in the Hardpoint the entire 60 seconds. So he has 1. So what, you have 2 Hellstorms now? And it has been a slaughter, a volley of kills though for Boston Breach, and now we'll see if they can turn camera into some time. You have to deal with the pressure from both sides though. Scrap hitting you one way, the other 3 pushing you from the front. Here comes the first big break chance. They'll pick up 2. Oh, the reads there from Ghost. He came in the fight.
I was just like counting before this, right? But you have a 100-point lead, and you were only outsniped by 5 kills, right? So that's just kind of what we're talking about. The way they play this map, they just understand it better than others.
Oh, they absolutely do. They'll continue to try and run away with it. Awakening, maybe he's going to get a streak of his own or close to. He's on 6 in a row. You might need one to combat the multiple you have on the other end of it, but you need more than just a streak. You need some objective work. Made a little bit prettier with actually a real solid hold there at camera. Can we get better now into the second set? At least he already earned his streak before he dropped. P1 about the pop. Let's get ripping and roaring. Envoy first in.
You already have the setup. You have Hydra outside stage, so some pressure on that side of the map. Josie making sure nobody's working through the flank. Inside a ticket will be 1. There is the contest, and the big kill is on the Hydra. They found him lurking, making sure they can work up the stairs, Boston, that allows them to get on the hill.
Yeah, the timing there just impossible for Envoy. Like, you know, you hope your hill player, like we're talking about Scrap, like you have a one-on-one, maybe you have to win. Like he's just getting pushed out from both sides. Nothing that he's really able to do. Purge's multi gonna help turn this into more time for Boston Breach, and slowly but surely that 100-point lead disappearing as you chain together a few. And really, you think from Cameron out of the P1, you've got, what, 10 points or so for your Thieves?
Yeah, not many.
About it. As good as Thieves have been, they've slowed down a bit. It's been the rallying cry from Boston Breach. Thieves, though, trying to turn this around, push their lead out again. Let's hear the comps now from Thieves.
In ticket, dead. Turn your back. There's red edge. Gimme. One red edge, dead. Stage. Camera. Camera, 1 minute dead. Red door awakening. Okay. Red door awakening. Get them. Yeah, I got it. Still there. First spawner. Red door awakening. First spawner. I can't. I saw an either set time. I kill goalie mid. Kill goalie. Hey, goalie and Eva Larch is dead. Nice. Let me sidewalk above you over there. Sidewalk. Nice. That's one. Mid for sure. Mid door safe. Mid spawn. I have my sidewalk. Sidewalk. Watch out. Security way. Fun. Stay down. Yo, on time and security. He's out. I'm about to cruise, bro. Do it. We have 2. Do it. Cruise right now. Play double large. Hung up was there. Watch out, came in dead. Wait, never mind. Came in dead. 2 middle, 1. Kill the guy goalie. Kill the guy goalie. Nice. Yeah, I will. Go dead. What's gonna be sidewalk or sidewalk? Dead. Not me. Soap. I love you. Stage. First guy, Cammy. It's Cammy, then Purge, and then over. I walk absolute. I can still go. Hard sidewalk, he backed up right edge. I didn't stun him. Or stage still. Stage. In the corner. Watch out the van. He's one dead. One top right. Jump down. No, two down. We gotta spawn back. Wait, can we spawn? No, they're spawning in the back. I'm gonna pitch Eskies, bro. Wanna double? Yeah. Wanna double go spiral, Parker? I'm down to just get this. Eskies down. Out, boys. Out. Look out. And then out after that. Look out in the spiral. They spawn front. Alright, yo, 1 in spiral, 1 front. Time. Nice. All front though. It could be outer. I can get you outer. I have it. Yeah, spiral right now. Spiral dead. Nice. 3. Missing. I got all your eyeball out. Awakening. Never got outer. 2 outer front, like deep outer front. It can't be mid. Outer, Nathan. What can I go back to? Yeah, back to outer. One shot mid. EP1. He's deep. Alright, front. Last one more to the outer after that. Outer to the hill. Outer to the hill. To the time. No, low. Oh. Low. Nice. Go forward, both of you. I have time. Yeah, we should use our streak. We should use our streak to bang the hill. Yeah, I'm down. Make sure we clear top yellow and clear top red, and we're good. I get top yellow. Alright, perfect. Alright. I'm already climbing top yellow. I'm cruising.
I love listening to their comms. Tons of small talk. Streak now coming in. What will provide? Cammy's going to drop. Not able to get the player bottom stage, but Envoy's pushing it out, and Envoy's having a map. 24-17 on 4 straight. This team, the biggest threat when Envoy is playing well. Now what can he do, though? The rest of his teammates kind of drop around him. He's going to have the pressure. Can he be the hero that Scrap was last time at stage? Win his ones. He's got the help from his teammates now, and Envoy doing it all. 6 straight, 15 points needed for the dub. Thieves back dominating.
I swear that player bottom stage has like 15 more health with the objective, but the SMG's starting to go off. 27 for Envoy, another streak earned. He's calling in the fireworks. Map 1 done.
All right, just say maybe he'll get better efficiency out of that streak. That was so good to listen to listen during the listening when they were like, "Please get the guy goalie, please get the guy goalie."
Hydra said, "I got him," and
Hydra kills him, and then the streak hits him. Yeah. I was like, "Oh well, I guess we were both trying to get him." But no, I mean it's a dominant win. Yeah, there was a little stretch there where Breach started to make a run, kind of from what camera through the P1 started to bring it back a bit.
Yeah, but even like in the listen when things, I don't know, it seemed scrappy at like P2 and P3. They still ended up with like 40 points on both of those.
Yeah.
Like just finding the time. I mean, Envoy with some big multi-kills throughout those scenarios. But it's like, even when it felt like Boston was in a good spot spawning the back arches, you had the streak, they still got that player goalie. Like I don't know, they at least split the hill there with the bad spawns.
Yeah, I just like, I don't know, I like listening to their comms. Like, Ghosty's such a great voice at multiple moments, just kind of directing traffic.
Knows where spawns are,
and then there's
who's up.
There's always just small talk. Everyone's talking about what they're doing or how they want to break. They're responding to each other when someone makes a call, like, yeah, I hear you, doing stuff and stuff. It was really, really solid. I mean, yeah, everything you call doesn't always work out. There can be some frustration when you lose a gunfight, but mostly, I don't know, I liked it.
That's why they're one of the best, if not the best right now, especially in the respawns. But yeah, this is why teams don't play them on red card. Now 9-0 on the year. I don't know if they're going to see it much more.
No, and this is, I think, well, you know, we've been excited for this team since it was formed, and we are in no way can have like a dynasty sort of conversation yet. But I think since like the phase takeover in the CDL, this is the team that probably has the best chance, maybe the best chance to like have year after year of consistent results. I mean, it's just a great roster. It is. And yeah, they just have one tournament win, so I'm not going to get too far ahead of ourselves, but they have the talent to do it. The comms are great. The in-game knowledge seems strong. I mean,
well, I think what you and I always talk about is like even with like FaZe when they're winning hardpoints, it's by like 20, right? Like this is like they're people destroying teams in hard.
Oh yeah, so if FaZe had Thieves hardpoint, they'd be untouchable. They'd be untouchable if they could just do hardpoint like Thieves, but they can't, as they show us year after year. But Scrap and the boys feeling good. Scrap and Hydra both in the year MVP conversation. We'll just see if they can take Major 4 and match FaZe with the 2 wins on the year. Maybe the favorite headed in, but right now sitting at 1-2 in the qualifier, just trying to make sure they get a winner's bracket start. It'll help with a win here over Boston, and they come out swinging up 100 real quickly.
Yeah, I wanted to see this. So what did we get rid of? We got rid of Skyline. Really, Boston getting rid of Skyline. I mean, that's surprising. I mean, I think that's just probably off recent scrims performances.
Yeah, no, could be. I mean, Thieves can be discussing there too.
No, I know they don't have like. It could be one of the things of they haven't played in a while. Let's try to run it.
True, and it's probably hard to target. It's hard to target Thieves.
Yeah, but when they caused the upset at the major, they've won Skyline. So, a bit surprised there. But I'm sure again, scrims go into it. We don't have all day.
Yeah, we don't have the full picture. But all right, we're 1 into this. We now get to search and destroy. Cammy has been great for Breach. They've had some brilliant moments in Search. They'll try to bounce back here and bring it back. But Thieves are just kind of a well-oiled machine. Not a whole lot of weaknesses, despite the fact they're 1-2 right now. And when I say this stuff, I mean, there's not a lot of weaknesses when they're playing at their best. They're obviously not always playing at their best. But I think they know now the pressure's on a little bit.
They don't want to start losers.
They don't want to start losers.
There's a ton of teams at 2-2 right now. I don't know. Yeah, I don't think they'll get in at 2-3. Probably not, or it'll be like some weird tiebreaker.
Yeah, there'll probably be somebody gets in at 2-3, but who knows how that'll play.
Yeah, you don't want to be part of that. So they know that they're locked it in, and again, we've said it. Like I think that pressure probably helps them.
No, and I think that we just saw a very similar thing. I think with like Surge, right? Like Surge started out slow. They needed a big win. They came out and had a brilliant victory. They're also trying to get back to winners bracket start, maybe make a run to a 3rd straight final if they're able to do it. But last 60 days, yeah, this is a kind of bread and butter type search and destroy for this Boston Breach team. You can see 4-1. I mean, it's just, there's so many openings for players like Purge and Snoopy.
It's a Purge and Snoopy show.
It is, but also like Cammy and Awakening have a lot of clutches and big gunfight wins controlling top halls.
Yeah, but normally when we cast this Breach team on this search map, it's what openings does that duo find? They just run at you consistently, and if they're winning early gunfights, good luck slowing them down.
Getting right to it. AR in hand for Purge. Scrap, though. He's going to take out Cammy immediately, and, well, things fall to pieces. Purge like, dude, no, I'm trying to get out of here. Snoopy does get a kill and get away, though, so it makes it much more manageable for Breach if they're going to bring this back. But you'd be pulling off a 2 versus 4. You were just talking about Snoopy and Purge and how important they are. Well, this would be a massive.
I don't know if Purge's going to be ready. All 3 are through B. Door's not open. Ghosty, he's gonna hang. This is such a heads-up play by Ghosty. Just wait. They could be in there. He waits on the staircase, finds the kill.
Oh, well.
So now Snoopy, he gets spotted. Throws a little vert nade. Not gonna connect. Very patient as LA Thieves.
Flying out, hoping maybe they line up. Takes out 1, but that will be the end of it. Thieves, yeah, I mean, they win that top halls fight, going to 4v2 advantage really quickly, and able to handle it there from now. But yeah, no, Ghosty, this is a map like, I mean, Ghosty's had some insane clutches. There have been some awesome moments for Thieves, but obviously the Boston pick and where they're going to need to bring this back because where the control gameplay has been for both these teams. I mean, Breach to lose this, you're thinking 3-0. Yeah. Then again, I mean, today's not exactly gone how I expected it to go. Well, just based on our first series. I did not see it going that way. That kind of threw me for a loop.
I would be very, if they want to control, I'd be very surprised.
Same. Well, we felt that way against, no, that was Cloud9. Never mind. That was Cloud9. It's a different team. Different team. I was trying to think. I was like, didn't they just beat FaZe in Control when we were surprised on Hacienda? But no, that was definitely Cloud9. Hydra looking for the opening. Oh, he's playing good bait now, getting the shots out from enemy, getting info. Envoy's trying to get
Boston's here, though. They've read this. They did not fall for the B flank. Yeah, the fake. That was supposed to be a 2-2 split with a fake over towards B, hoping for a rotation. But Boston were in a flank through A side. So they're all here and like, hello, hi, Bob.
Yeah, thanks.
That's one of those things you'd be like, I cannot believe they did this.
Yeah. I mean, well, both these first 2 rounds have been decided the second the first fight goes down, barring some kind of miracle out of Hydra and Ghosty. Ghosty's pulled off by a couple of 1v3s here. He's had some awesome clutches.
Well, you got a free pick.
Hold up now. Ghosty making it a little more interesting. He's dead now, though. Great job by Awakening. And he's dead.
Now, I don't know if he's just not giving them a kill. That's what
he hopped outside the map? Yeah. Okay, it was a little weird, the transition there, but yeah.
Yeah, hopped outside the map. But yeah, I mean, that's just... Thieves are throwing a 2-2 split, throwing a fake, hoping they over-rotate, and if someone also gets spotted fences, like that can't happen, because that's going to keep that player there. Yeah, would keep them honest to check A.
So it doesn't go the Thieves' way there. Good job by Boston Breach, and now they tried to get aggressive top halls, but completely got kind of slaughtered into the blender. Different look now. There'll be a fences hit towards A. Everybody headed that way. There is going to be a defensive presence from Thieves. You're going to have numbers here for Breach for a second at least. The numbers matter, though, because Ghosty gets the first. Awakening bringing it back. Camby gets some great damage in as well. Can't pre-fire or get the angle to seal the kill.
Yeah, I'd say, I think if you're Breach, you know you don't have anyone top hall. They have top window control. Just, you're happy it's a 3 versus 3 after that.
There was a moment where maybe they win that first... They get that first kill, they could just kind of bully their way out of the point.
Envoy's just kind of lurking. Does anyone run out to him? He heard that door. His head spun.
Scrap backing up. Envoy finds the timing and the flank. That's bomb down. Secret. Last guy Awakening. He does level up when he's last alive. It's a known fact. 99 Awakening now comes out. $25 seconds to go. Everybody's here. Best of luck with this.
Oh, he's leveling up.
Oh, dead. Nothing you can do now.
What?
Nothing you can do now.
Almost still got a kill. Almost still got a kill. But yeah, just great first blood. And yeah, Boston tried to get out of there, but you just heard it. The sound cue goes off. Envoy, he's just in the middle of the map. He's hoping someone's going to rotate through Fountain, or he has an easy hop up in a great position. Gives the job to the teammate, has an easy flank.
And here's the flank you're talking about. That was a little awkward there from Marvin, just with the dead body. They get the tracking on that second shot
too, like down the stairs.
Yeah. But he had an excellent map 1. Big play here in the search and destroy as well. Again, kind of a must-win type map for Breach. They're getting real aggressive A side, getting a lot of info.
Another fake, because you have Envoy with bomb at A.
This time, though, they don't give up the info. I don't think he gets spotted, so they are going to wrap out this time. Like you said, last time they kind of get a spot on player fences.
It's a very unique round, but the problem is this is so slow. Boston have cleared B now, so they know this is an A hit.
Is it a fake on top of a fake, Joe?
It may be. I think we're just waiting them out.
And it looks like Awakening's going to stay.
Because they have no info. It's just one team's on the outer part of the map and one team's on the inner part.
Oh, okay. This is an absurd round. 3v3 now. That's bombed down, though. Yeah. Get eyes on Snoopy. That's a fastball. Almost catches Scrap.
What's his time?
Right
Awakening might end this round. Oh, he doesn't go patio side. Dude, if Awakening goes the other way, he's behind all 3.
Yeah, but he's leveled up again.
Oh, man.
Unfortunately, this is a very difficult position. Wins the first fight. Can he get out? Nope. Not able to get out. Thieves take it. Awakening left in a 1v3 again, and yeah, it takes a different route. Maybe he calls around.
Yeah, I'm surprised he goes that way. But yeah, I mean, he left his teammates in a 3 versus 2 pretty much. If he gets there a little bit quicker, I mean, they have to buy time for him, of course. But he was on an island. They ended up going fences, and Thieves just playing with so much patience. I think they just kind of know the type of players they're going up against in this Breach team and hoping they run into them.
Well, that's been the case. Game slipping away from Breach. Yeah, try not to let. I mean,
Not take shot on bomb.
Purge can be. He can call. Well, be a guy that calls round. He can have.
He call game. Yeah.
Those big play moments early in a search and destroy. Not really letting him get away with much so far. Cammy, who's been maybe the best search player for Breach, he's 0-3 right now. Snoopy thinking about it, but the stun will kind of back him up. Working with Purge secret. We're stalled out for a second. Cammy's gotten pretty far pushed up fences. Not really spotting a whole lot, I don't think.
I was thinking you want to get out to him. But Snoopy's down in secret with bombs, so they're going to just attack top halls. This is an interesting map so far.
No, it is.
I feel like most of the time on Hacienda, first 40 seconds, we're planting a bomb. Both teams being very patient on how they're working up the map, but now we're into a 3 versus 3.
Dude, you see nothing over here that entire time, and then the second you're like not looking, Ghosty just takes space.
And then Hydra is able to find the flank. And I think this is why you see a lot of fast plans, because you just get choked out on these bomb sites.
Bro, Awakening's been last live 1v3 for like 4 rounds in a row or something. I talked about him leveling up. He's not had a chance to.
He is not.
I say that because he's almost 1v4 a couple times, but he hasn't even done it. It's just a thing in my head. Okay? Really like made up this stat about him. But he's getting slammed. Not much he can do. Thieves take another one. Yeah, no, it's been an interesting Hacienda. It has.
I think for your boss, you just gotta stick to your guns. Like, play with speed, get a bomb down quickly, force them to have to retake. This sort of patient game is, you can just tell they want to pick you apart.
Yeah, it's not really their game.
No.
They've been talking to Slasher or something. Changing their search.
Here we go.
Yeah, this is what you kind of wanted to see. Let's just hit stuff. Unfortunately, Envoy's ready for it, and that's what can happen. That's the problem with it. And I hear what you're saying. Yeah, get back to kind of what you want to try to do.
I meant on offense.
Yeah, true.
On offense. True. No, but yeah, risks like that, unfortunately, yeah.
That's one of those plays that could work. It just doesn't.
Almost lined up both.
Nice shots there from Hydra. Awakening with 1v3 again. Bro, what is going on? It's every round. It's literally like all but one round, I swear to God. Nowhere to go. Gets one and drops.
Yeah, Hydra's like, what? How did he get through it?
No, yeah, he must have got insane timing with the guy. Because there was a guy holding right side door, right?
Yeah,
he just looked the other way.
He looked right, yeah.
I had no idea he got through. I'm like, why is he being shot in the back?
No, yeah,
it was Envoy. Yeah, he
drive side.
Yeah. No, that must have been insane. Insane little timing there. But Envoy, well, he won the round here. Purge has got to trade that out. Envoy, 3 HP, survives to see later in the round.
And this is just game prep, right? This is just prep for the type of team that you're playing. You know what they like to do.
Yeah, I'll bet you $5 Awakenings will be in a 1v3.
It's making a 1 versus 4.
Clearing top halls. I just got to fight this from mid. Got a car in play for a second and it's gone. Hydra finds the timing, finds the pick, and the fact that he gets away. Unreal play there from Hydra. Sets up Envoy then. Awakening will not be last alive this time through. But as much as Boston Breach needed to win this map, I do not believe they're going to. It's going to end the way
for top halls control.
It's going to end the way it started. Purge and Snoopy in the 2v4.
No pressure on a bomb, just...
Nothing was working.
No.
They were just hard countered every step of the way, it feels like.
I mean, again, this is just props to Thieves, how they're playing this.
Props and preps, I think. But
yeah, props and preps.
Yeah, both work. Purge last alive, 1 versus 4. And that is a dominant Hacienda Search win. That is the Boston Breach map pick, and that is just Thieves picking them apart. A convincing
win. Picking them and throwing them into the wall.
Yeah, no, that was... You can almost tell, I swear, like seeing the Boston players' faces. They're like, I don't know what to do. Everything we're trying is not working. You think it was like, I don't know, just a game plan thing, or what was going wrong for him there?
I mean, I think for the Thieves, it was, a good game plan.
Well, for them, yes. I meant for
just
like
early off, I don't know, man. Just didn't play like their kind of game.
Yeah, no, it didn't seem that way. And
No, like,
they're
immediate
4-1
pace,
over the last
4 hitting
60.
a bomb
They're solid.
site. Yeah, this is their best S&D map, and
like you
Thieves
said,
just made them look awful.
Could be prep. There's a lot of VOD to watch at Breach.
This could also be like one of the first online slumps we're seeing out of Breach. This stage, we haven't seen it. They've been a lock for winners bracket.
They have been consistent, yeah.
But we're starting to see maybe a bit of a dip after Major 3.
Yeah, no, that seems to be the case. Reminder of the maps and modes. Might be ended on Vault Control. More than likely. When you think about the Breach form as of late, after their kind of hot streak in Control, not been the best form, and you're going up against the dominant Control team in LA Thieves. Breach somehow going to take this if they're going to mount the comeback. A big one, talking winners bracket for both these squads sitting at 1 and 2. But Thieves completely in control, looking to close this one out quickly, respect our time, and get us home. Des, talk to us about the first two.
Dude, my DoorDash is still 18 minutes out. Let's take a look here at our Search and Destroy 6-1 final score. It's not a very long highlight reel, Allie, but there's a lot of red players in it.
There's a lot of red players in it, specifically by a couple of names, like, I don't know, Scrap, maybe Ghosty, maybe Hydra, maybe some Envoy mixed in there. This map 2 was just clinical outside of LA Thieves. I think Merc said it really well about Breach. Like, everything they were trying just wasn't working out. I go back to the round where 2 of them literally just run up mid, try to find an open lane, and Envoy's like, you guys thought we're not even buying the trade, let alone the first blood. So this is unfortunate from the side of Boston Breach.
And you mentioned that this guy, Scrap, it looks like he's using less bullets to secure kills than anyone else in the lobby. Is that due to his teammates doing early damage, or is he just hitting headshots?
Bro, he's just extremely accurate, like hitting center mass every gunfight. Scrap is like actually different. We talk about AR players. He's unreal. And to the game plan from Thieves, I think the biggest thing, like my biggest takeaway from what they did here was they took away mid from them. There was a couple rounds where Purge tried to like late play, get bottom rugs and make a play, sniffed it out immediately. Or the round that Allie mentioned where Envoy's just waiting for Snoopy or Purge to try to get down low into secret, finds both of them right away. And, you know, upon doing so or getting information, then Thieves would then take their own space, right? So Boston not able to get away with a lot of things that they usually do on hot seat, puts them in a precarious spot because you got to go into Vault Control. This is tough.
Let's take a look at map number 1. If Boston loses map 3, by the way, there will be 4 teams with 1 and 3 records going into their 5th match this weekend. Here's a look at Envoy and friends doubling up on the scoreboard, 250 to 125 something.
Yeah, Envoy had an insane start to this map as well. He already goes like double positives, open things up. That gives LA Thieves a good 40-point lead. From then on out, it was just like their teamwork was just really good throughout the entirety of a lot of these breaks. And Boston Breach a couple of moments, but nobody really took over. You see on the screen, like when you're going up against a team like LA Thieves, you need more slaying power, unfortunately. And I'm looking kind of at the ARs for the side of this because Giga, again, when you're used to getting a 1.0 in this stage, you're getting a 0.7. You're going to feel the effects and respawn. It's unfortunately just how the cookie's going to
Yeah, I mean, it's really only Purge really giving them any like huge plays this map. And you look at it coming in, Boston dead last in all percentage to split. Like this was not going to bode well for them on a red card. Thieves breaking at will, setups were super easy, players getting really aggressive. Boston, you know, to what Clint and Joe were talking about, it just looks like they're hitting a slump right now at the worst imaginable time of the season.
Boston caught him once. It's not going to happen again anytime soon. LA Thieves in full control. And speaking of control, well, that is game number 3. How good is Boston at it? Well, last 4, not so good. But they started 7-0. Allie, how do we get back to the winning ways? Or did everyone else just catch up?
I think everybody else just started to realize how important control was and start putting a lot of work in it in these past 2 splits. But again, the thing for the Boston Breach is like their slaying is just egregious. I mean, it's down about 0.10%. You're going to feel that. You're going to feel it.
Yeah, they've lost 3 Hossies in a row, so we'll add that to it. The Vault has still been solid in that spread of controls that you saw.
You got to shoot better.
Yeah, I mean, in this series.
Get back to that 1.1 KD. Yeah. It makes everything easier. We go back to 2 shooters, always straight, down the middle of the fairway. It's Maven and Merc.
That's not true, but I swear, Allie's just slowly turning into Ant. Every time she says egregious, she's slowly turning into Ant. It freaks me out.
Slowly but surely.
Yeah, no, it's happening. But no, we were talking about the control. The graphic was perfect. Yeah, no, you finally like figured it out, and then it seems to be slipping away from you. That's a crazy stretch. Like 7-0 from what were they? It was like 5-16 or something at that point.
Yeah, crazier stretch may have been the first 20 or so.
5-16. Yeah. True.
But, you know,
well,
honestly, the fact that that's impressive. Yeah, they turned it around.
Now 4 straight.
And I mean, they played some decent control teams, Surge, Optic, Ravens you throw in there, so it's not like they're losing to the bottom of the barrel teams in that game mode, but you're hoping, like, we put so much time into this, we're going to be good to go. Not happening.
Yeah,
Back to the drawing board.
Not happening. And maybe it is just the first, like, kind of online slump that these guys are going to hit. This is the standings and how it looks. So Thieves with the win here, right back in the mix. They beat, what, 4 teams then at 2-2. Still waiting for butts and seats for a couple of players, but hopefully we're into this map 3 quickly. Scrap and Envoy.
Yeah, Scrap was like shouldering, like, I don't know what he was doing, IRL.
Yeah, no, it looks like they're having a blast. I'm glad they're at least like sitting on the proper sides there, where it looks like they're talking to each other, not like one looking the other way. It worked out well. But now they're having a whole lot of fun. Fun to be had when you're up 2-0 and dominating in this series. This one has been casual and clean for Thieves. Looking real easy. Here's the road to Major 4 for Thieves. You win this, and then you just have Cloud9. So what? After coming out with a couple losses, you can win 3 straight, and being a winner is being a good spot.
Yeah, it's tough for C9 because they're one of the teams sitting at 2-2. I mean, not the easiest matchup tomorrow for LA Thieves. C9 shown a lot of improvements,
but it's one of those if they're playing like they should.
Yeah.
They should be able to fry. And this is all to get to the next major. Major 4.
We're a week away.
We are a week away and excited. I've never been to one. Real pumped. Know how popular they are, how great it can be. You can come check out COD. You can enjoy other activities. If you haven't gone, great time to do it. Easy flight to Dallas, middle of the country. Come join us. If you haven't got tickets, there are still VIP tickets available. Follow the link there at the bottom, dreamhack.com/Dallas/CDL. It is right around the corner.
And that's what I'm most excited for the fans. Like, it's hard to watch every single game every day, but you take a walk around, check out some other games, some other conventions, people all dressed up. It'd be a ton of stuff to do.
I don't know the last time I was at like a convention. I mean, I've been to some E3s, I've been to some Gamescoms. All I remember from Gamescom is that people just smell.
Gamescom was insane.
People need to shower. Like I just don't know what people do.
There was a lot of people. There was a lot of booze.
There were so many people, and just gamers are stinky, dude. I just do you guys own deodorant? I just remember walking through a hall and be like, it's just PO.
That was in Germany, so.
Yeah, it was just, there's so many people. Oh, sweating. Why is that my one thing I remember? It is. It literally is. All right, last 5 controls, what we just showed. I mean, they're on a 4-loss streak after the 7-win streak.
Let's talk about it. I think they were trying to add another map to their pool, right? They put a lot of hot seat, but you can see before that, Vault versus Toronto went to a round 5. They beat Surge on it, so we'll see. Will this be the control? They get back to the swing of things. But LA Thieves, I mean, their only losses really are to like FaZe and control. Like FaZe and Thieves, just it's not even close in terms of control.
Yes, no, 100%. That's usually kind of how it sits. More often than not, our top control teams are your just top teams in the league overall. Into the mix we go. See if Breach can find something to bring this back. I mean, it can be Snoopy's paradise. Purge's paradise. They can find so many openings here just like this. Find timings, get through, break up rounds. Comms have to be on point for Thieves. And you have to be able to watch 2 crosses sometimes.
Yeah, nice stun out of Purge. Josie does pick up the one player that was lurking B side off the break for Boston. Purge hoping to find this section, just centering a little bit off. But you're keeping people here, and Envoy just shoves the door in Awakening's face, and now you have to retain map control or try to regain it as Envoy and Hydra just continue to fly.
And if Hydra doesn't get that first like multi-kill, if Purge gets it instead, these looks a little bit different. Yeah. But yeah, things kind of shift.
Awakening's not funny in SMG.
Yep. I could have gone very differently, but at least pausing the clock at 47 seconds here for a moment and trying to get something done. Cammy, best of luck. Yeah, that's nearly unwinnable with a sub in your hand.
Might get a tick. We got one.
1 tick is in. A chance for more. Snoopy just looking for somebody. His teammates will be taking the gunfights out, or good job snapping back there by Purge. A progressing, first bit done, second tick starting to get close. Snoopy thought he had that gunfight, he didn't. Purge gets one, but that's it. So back to the drawing board we go for Breach with just over 30 seconds to go. This next wave of fight's going to be huge. That is a snap from Envoy. 6-1, 5 straight out of him.
I mean, he's been alive for so long, right? We saw him lurch up the B Street, find that first kill. He's just been alive, top ammo. Just forcing them to have to fight through Catwalk, then getting involved. Finally, he's taken down. Oof. Gonna stop that spree. Awakening is going to get on A and get a double. So maybe a chance here, but you still have multiple members for Thieves.
Yeah, and lives. Yeah, you're taking whatever ticks you can get. I doubt you're winning this round with 8 lives remaining, but can you get that second tick at least here? Maybe get a minute extension. Second tick is close, but it's Ghosty clearing it right now. The team gets smoked, and that second tick on A, more than likely not going to come. Purge tries to line everybody up and drop them, can't do it. So what, you get 1 tick on each point. Boston will take those 2, but overall, Thieves solid defense.
Yeah, I mean, just fundamentally, a couple multi-kills sort of change the tide there for LA Thieves, get them in the positions that they want to, but once they had map control,
I don't even think Thieves went like 3 dead once. I don't know if they ever even went like 3 dead.
No, and I think that's sort of the difference, right? We talk about with the top teams, just their ability to play their lives. When's the right time to go? When isn't the right time to go?
And we talked to Nasty about their control struggles a bit with Surge, and that's what he mentioned. He's like, we just go 4 dead too much. We just have these stretches where all 4 of us die and control just flips on its head. I mean, there were a lot of 3 deads for one team. I mean, Breach many times, but Thieves not running into that. Always keeping a presence near mid-map and keeping a pressure really to the back line of Boston Breach. You mentioned that stretch of Envoy where he's alive for 2 straight minutes. Break off. Back and forth. Breach technically in numbers for a moment, but they didn't know where Envoy was.
I'm surprised nobody checks Cat there. Just worried about the flank. You're able to find the next couple. Ghosty still forward. Has that 3rd sub out. Hydra's going to find one more, so you're going to pause the clock and spot Cammy. Nice win there by Cammy. And put some damage in as Awakening is going to trade it.
I thought once Cammy swung off the heady, he was about to get fried, but no.
Yeah, I thought so too.
Yeah, I was like, stay on the heady and just shoot him.
Gotta hit the slide, baby.
Itching to slide. All right, now Hydra. He's pushed up. Can be one of the best in the game. I mean, you just think of like High Rise last year. Like when he gets to spots where he can get behind the enemy line or apply pressure from either side of it, he's just so good at finessing and finding openings. They deal with him really well.
And I think like maybe him and Shotzi are like the 2. I feel like find themselves in the position pushed up hard side. Like, not many others, I feel like, find the timings and the openings the way they do to get to those spots on vault. Like that was sort of the key in stage 1. Was to get to that spot, but the defense has got so good at shutting it down. But I feel like those 2 still find themselves pushed forward.
A little bit different breed, that's for sure. 14-7 out of Hydra right now. And A is about to be done. So you're having a minute 45 to work with, 4 life advantage. You're in a great spot here to take a 2-0 edge and, well, get close to closing out this series. Things don't work out for Envoy, though, on one side of it. Let's focus on the 3-man push now straight up towards B. Envoy is spawned in. He's going to get in to try and reinforce this. Actually, he's just kind of holding the push through, worried maybe there's going to be some presence from Breach up through the mid-cut. His teammates continue to take fights up onto the point. Finally, as the dust settles, and Breach are able to clear them. And you only lose, what, a life? 2 lives? Like, you bring it back a bit.
Yeah, bring it back a bit, but there's still 90 seconds. So every little skirmish...
Well, no, sorry, 15-11. You have 4 lives. I just made that up. It's 15-11. But it's more winnable. Hydra, though, again, finding his timings.
I don't know.
And they're just so worried about him. No, that's a big double out of Awakening. Gives him a chance. 3 versus 6 now. He's 8-14, but finds a huge time for the double. Thieves just going to try and take their time.
You thought so. Envoy was thinking, I'm going to go on the
Well,
point.
the rest of them were taking routes, and I thought really taking their time just to play the kills.
Maybe he wants to turn heads, right?
Yeah, no, true.
Probably turn heads, allow Scrap to do that, at least find 1. 3 versus 2, though, so still winnable. You're going to wait for one player to come off a spawn. That's going to be Scrap. So him and Envoy, they're going to group up middle. Ghosty just sort of playing his life, but thankfully you had a minute and a half to work with. You had so long. You find the pick. All down to Snoopy. Hits the nade. Another player is weak.
Start to move. He's got to go. Nade. Perfect time. Simtex hits, softens him up, and they'll deal with him. Yeah, no, I think if there was less time, that might have been a really good defensive stand out of Stupid Awakening, because they did pretty well with what, the card they were dealt. But yeah, there's just so much time. Scrap will close this one out. And also had the best play. He's 19 and 11. Awakening somehow like doesn't get caught by Ghosty, and he wins that gunfight. That's real winnable. Thieves still laughing it up, a round away from a quick 3-0, handling business in back-to-back series. Scrap your kill leader, Hydra right there behind him. Not shocked by that. Cammy having a tough one. See if he can turn it around here. Comes down to this offense. Cammy does get started early, but they got to win 3 straight rounds and 3 straight maps if they're going to somehow do this. So far, pretty good break. Immediate presence onto the point. One player in hole is Hydra that's going to hope to find a great timing to pounce. He needs his teammates to get some kills. By the time he pops out, he's the last one alive.
Yeah, finally did a 3 dead, but Hydra was able to take down one more. So you would love to have that third person on this. Maybe that'll give LA Thieves one more chance, and it does. That one kill from Hydra. And well, that is the chance that they need.
Okay,
we talk about specific kills and their importance. There was one of them, and then Envoy just flies on in, hits the triple.
See, I thought Hydra pounced a little too late. I was like, as everybody dropped.
Yeah, but he still got 2.
Yeah. No, you're not wrong. That ended up leading a lot more than I thought. Set up Envoy, then make the play on the next push, and A is still not going to be done, and we've got, well, still a good amount of time to go, but Breach have got to get in again and get control. Oh, they're onto it now. This should be the minute extension, maybe. We'll see. You're sending 2 more bodies at this, and Ghosty gets the double. And that double breaks it up, so we're not done yet. They're making Breach work for this A capture, and they're going to clear this.
Yeah, now Envoy's, he's going to be in ammo. This is where round 1, he was just so tough for them to find. Have everybody spawning poolside, as you're saying,
Well, you were just so close. I thought they were just trying to leave a body on it and clear it to make them have to work that final tick again, but no, they're just going for the kills. They're just putting them right back into the blender. That's going to be a 4 dead, and with 30 seconds to go. Every gunfight's so crucial now, and Scrap is putting damage into everyone. Maybe not walking away with kills, but that's literally one shot, 3 players.
Yeah, that's why he's running at him with a pistol, because he knows he's just like, I need a kill.
I want one. Oh, I can't get you. He's so fast and elusive. It's Snoopy. Probably gonna catch him. The kill will come through. 15 seconds to go now. Last effort for Boston Breach, and I mean, the problem is the lives too. They just continue to be choked out. Can they get on it and get the extension and pull off some kind of miracle? Hydra, I just got deleted. Well, all right, Snoopy.
Talked about a miracle.
Hold up now. Miracle maybe is coming. Minute to go. 6v10.
That was behind the multi-kills of the SMGs, but now you're down to 4 lives. Well,
that might seal it.
Yeah, Miracle's gone.
They had to walk away with something there for the Miracle, and they got absolutely nothing out of that wave of kills. Thieves 3-0. They get it done in a very dominant fashion. Honestly, it's up there with one more dominant series on the year. Like, you win, what, 6-1 the search? You win the Hardpoint by 100. You 3-0 here. It's weird because it didn't feel like maybe the most dominant on the year, but it
did.
Kind of, yeah, I guess it did.
It absolutely
did. You're
did.
right. I said
there was no chance, and I was like, Boston has a chance at this.
You're right. I said that, and I immediately regretted it because it was just
Awakening. No, so we just saw that. He's just like, what the hell just happened to us?
No, you're right. That was
gapped.
No. Yeah, they got gapped. No, that's a good way to put it. Absolutely gapped.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you watch like a top team versus a bottom team, or you think it's going to be a one-sided matchup, and it's still, there's chances. 11, there's chances. There wasn't anything. There was no openings.
No openings whatsoever. Well-rounded effort out of Thieves. Everybody getting involved in the Control 3-0. Control 3-0 series, and yeah, that's not a pretty series at all. And like, Breach are usually a team that put up a fight against just about everyone, at least online, but
yeah, I just don't, starting off with red card, I just don't love that they let that in. I think they're gonna probably not do that again. But yeah, even the map too was ugly.
It was very ugly.
I don't know what else to say.
Can't lose 6-1.
They got fried.
You can't lose 6-1 on your search pick. That is tough. They absolutely fried. Des talks about the frying.
It didn't matter the map, Joe. They could have been playing
maybe.
in Giga's basement. They would have got slammed.
250 to buck. What? It doesn't matter. The hard points were gross. Control, gross. LA Thieves, disgusting.
Wow.
6-1, search and destroy. What's most impressive about this win? Is it the 3-0, the 6-1, or the dominance in hardpoint?
I think I'd go with the hard point in that one because already in this matchup, I mean, they've owned control versus Boston Breach, haven't won a single round. But also, I think this was important because we were all kind of like, where is LA Thieves sitting at right now? They got some weird losses at the beginning of this split. They kind of have a weird, close couple of maps versus the Vegas Falcons. So for them to get this dominant win versus the Boston Breach, I think it's safe to say that they will once again be the favorites, or one of the favorites heading into.
Welcome to the losers bracket, Boston. You officially have the worst map count. 2 map wins, 9 map losses. No, sorry, 11 map losses.
Yeah, I mean, they've had a lot of maps lost, a lot of 3-0s. That's 3 of them now for them in their 3 losses. Obviously, the big Game 5 winning against Optic. But, you know, for Boston, it's not even about, like, starting winners, losers. It's about them just, like, making strides forward and improving at things that they're bad at. Right?
Yeah.
Because there's been these series where they've rolled over, whether that be, you know, versus Toronto and Vancouver back-to-back the last 2 majors, or a series like this that we see. But this is the first time online that they've gotten cooked like this consistently.
Yeah.
Implies something's going wrong in their camp. And then to the side of LA Thieves, agree with everything Ali said. I mean, this is just Thieves like showing like, hey, we're back. We just needed a couple of weeks. Obviously, they had the hangover after the major, but this is the team that won that championship.
Cammy got slammed today. I hate to say it, one of my favorite Scotsmans.
Do you know many Scotsmen?
Yeah, actually, Tasmo. I got Marky B. Who else do you know?
Yeah.
I don't know any.
Yeah, come at me, Al.
I wasn't.
We got Scuff playing the game.
Guys, I feel like I'm
ready
bucking at
for you
him.
right now. It is not the Scotsman. It's his opposition. We gave it to all 4 of them. You want to see what happened in the Search and Destroy?
All 4 of them.
Yeah,
It's
so
insane.
when you asked Allie, like, what was the thing she was most impressed by, she said, Hardpoint. For me, it was the Surge. I thought, you know, coming into this, Boston were 8-3 on hot CSD. They get lost all the time. Well, LA Thieves were just so prepared for everything, shutting down the mid, not letting Snoopy get through, like, big plays. Their Search looks terrifying.
I see that. Their Search does look terrifying. The only reason it wasn't that impressive to me is because we've seen them play a lot of Hacia to Search and Destroy now, and that's easily one of their best maps. So to me, that was just kind of like they were expected to take that.
All right, well done, LA Thieves. This is a squad that now improves to 2-2. Right, you're right in the mix of things. You're probably looking at a 3-2. Who's their final?
Well, they
team
also
to
just
play
won
against?
3-0
Cloud9.
back-to-back. Yeah, and they just 3-0-3-0'd. So even if there was a 2-3 tie, they're in a good position regardless to make it into winners.
Great call out there. All right, we are joined now in our Monster Winner Spotlight by the one and only Dan Ghosty. Dan, I just keep getting sent photos of us hanging out in the Major 3 Lounge. You were vibing with us on the playa, the beach.
Yeah.
Are the vibes back
we were
in the
vibing.
LA Thieves camp? It's been looking a little shaky at the start.
Yeah, the first week was a little shaky. You know, dealing with some sickness, some other shenanigans. Not an excuse, but definitely dealing with some outside stuff. But we're looking to be back on track with these
The event
back-to-back
sickness.
3-0s, like you said.
Told you.
Yeah, post-event sickness for sure.
It is post-event sickness. We're all used to having a little weekend to like take some vitamin C, recoup. But this time we
100%.
got thrown straight into it. Totally understand, Dan. This was championship caliber match out of you guys. So I guess my biggest question is like, as one of the better teams, what were you guys focusing on during the split? And do you feel like you reached that goal at all?
I feel like there should always be a goal to reach, so you're never per se reaching it. But we're just making sure that we're working on our map pool, keeping the things that we're good at consistent, and working on the flaws that we do have. Just making sure that we're grinding every day.
Dan, what's you don't have to dive too deep into it, but what's like the practice regimen like for Search? Because in the match today, you guys were prepared for everything. Are you guys scrimming Search, or are you just watching a ton of VOD?
I'd say both, 100% both. We're making sure we do our due diligence.
He's not giving up nothing.
Yeah, we ain't gonna ask you anything else because I have a feeling we'll have one more Monster Winner Spotlight. Best of luck in your 5th and final qualifier match.
Cheers, thank you guys.
That's LA Thieves. They're done for the day, and that means so are